hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is doing fine. We're gonna wait a few minutes and we're gonna jump into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna start this live so I can hurry up and tend to my business, which is my garden, and get it going. So, the weather, taking life easy, the weather. I'm enjoying the weather. It's a little cool, but you just put you on a little sweater or a little light jacket, you know, and everything is, good. But you're gonna need something on your arms when you go outside because the weather is changing. Oh, you're gonna need something. So our daughter this morning, she was playing her flute. She plays her flute in the morning for about 10 minutes, roughly. And then 10 minutes in the evening. That way she can get her flute time in. And they give her something to look forward to. And our son, I'll be right back. Our son, he is in robotics. Thank you. He is in robotics. So he's in art too. So he was telling me Walmart had what he needs. Like whatever he's learning in school, I like to reinforce that by doing it at home. And I asked him who sells the supplies, or do he know? And he said Walmart sells the supplies. He's seen them at Walmart. We went to Walmart. I didn't even know. He didn't even tell me anything. But I like to reinforce what they're doing because I like to give kids something to do. It keeps them out of trouble because if we don't have anything for our kids to do, they will get in trouble. Every time you cut the news on, like a family member told me, a relative, they're being shot up. So I don't want to take that thing away, so I'm going to encourage and keep that thing going. Because, there are a lot of kids, they can't, you have to make the grade to get in band or to even be in robotics. You have to be up there to even get up in that type of stuff. So, and then sometimes, they are bored, just like any other guy. But I'm looking at when you're a child and you're bored from the time you wake up all the way, let's just say let's say to 9 o'clock at night till you go to bed, till the child goes to bed. Now that becomes a problem for me. So, like I say, the way this world is going, like I said before, we have off-grid, games for them to play. So they won't be totally gone out of their mind. And living off grid, they do know what that is because we have lived without the lights in the summertime for like 3 to 4 hours. Without the AC, we have done without water, flushing the toilet, just to let them see. So that way when it does happen, they won't be like, oh, the lights out. They're like in a panic. So it's good to do these things with your kids because if not, it's going to teach you. And it's fixing to get cold. It is. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank y'all so much. It's fixing to get cold, and soups is where it's gonna be at. Not every day, but sometimes it's gonna be where it's gonna be at. And I'm not talking about no soup from a can. I'm talking about some homemade stuff. But if that's all you can do is a can, you know, warm your can, open your can good up, warm your can good up, and eat your can good. You know, a can is better than nothing. Mm-hmm. Some people don't even have a can good. So, yeah, it's better than nothing. Artificial intelligence, a car, a truck, even a station wagon. You know, station wagon, that's something old, but a car, a truck, that's an artificial intelligence. That's the only thing that I would want as an artificial intelligence, is a vehicle to get me from point A to all the way to Z. But I would not want artificial intelligence in my home. Like, I've seen some of these homes, they're called smart homes. Before you can get inside, you don't use a key. You have to use, you know, to get inside your home. Everything is operating, not even by a keypad. It's operating a whole different way, which that's artificial intelligence. That's something I do not want in my home. The car is good enough. It's good enough that we have that. So, yeah. Because I've seen, you know, robots where they will be cutting hair. They're cleaning up. You know, I've seen all that. So, yeah. But that's just me. Speaking of me, I don't want it. I know how to clean. I'm not that lazy, you know. And even if you had a disability, you know, it's good to move. If you just be sitting there and telling a robot to do this, do that. And that sounds wonderful, and it makes you lazy, you know. But even if I had a whole bunch of pocket full of money, I still wouldn't want a robot. Now, what about the robot? I'd give the robot an order to go in there and cook me. They just say some soup, and the robot turn against me. Now I'm on a whole nother level with that dang on robot. So, you know. And then I heard only the rich would be buying that robot. Then I heard other stuff, you know, that everybody would be able to afford it. You know, I don't know what to believe. I don't want it. When you say artificial intelligence, a car is good enough. There's enough issues going on with the car. You know, it's enough. It's a headache and a half. So, you know, I don't want to have artificial intelligence in my home. It's just going to make me lazy and make the kids lazy and just make everybody lazy. It's good for us to move our bodies. We don't want to just be sitting up like this all day. You know, I'm used to moving. Yes, I am. Anybody that's used to moving, I'm pretty sure they won't say they, you know, all of a sudden they want a robot. But boy, if you get that robot, you're going to show enough be just like this. And I be on Facebook and Instagram and Thread. That's where I be. And that's where I will be at today. And y'all can come over there and can pay me a visit if y'all want to. If not, it's okay. You know, And some people can ignore people real good because they're just used to it. But some of us need to work on teaching yourself to ignore people, becoming strong, because sometimes you have to do those things. When you see a person just doing it deliberately, and you kind of look at the pattern. So it's good to learn how to ignore people. It'll make your life go a whole lot easier. Instead of, I talk to y'all about stressing, I talk to y'all about all different types of things. Yes, I do. So this title for today was Making a Run for It. That is what I was talking about today. And this was a very, very beautiful lesson and subject, I might say. And for whoever gave me the thumb up, thank you very much for that. It is very appreciated. I don't ask for much, and y'all should know that. For the ones that have been following me, because I do know that it is quite a few that follow me. But thank you. It's all appreciated. And I don't look at that as anything negative or anything positive. You just have to keep going with the flow. I'll be back. Okay. So I'm not going to stay on here long today. I've done the amount of time I wanted to do, even a little bit more. But I'm going to let y'all go. I have a busy day. I have things set up the way what I want to do today and line up, and I have to make this thing happen. And yep, I've came on here and I've done what I had to do on here, and that's all was required of me. And y'all have a good and a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.